My experience with Kapital was incredibly thorough, yet also extremely efficient and productive. Made the best use. Kapital really understands the market better than any of the other agencies that I've worked with in the past. So these three words: professionalism, courteous, and responsive. These are things that Kapital integrates into their culture naturally.
Hi everyone, today we have Mike with us, and Mike is going to share his experience working with Kapital. Mike, we're really happy to have you on board. Thank you so much for taking out the time. And to start off, I would really like to know, how would you describe your overall communication and experience with Kapital?
Absolutely. Thanks, Arnim. My experience with Kapital was incredibly thorough, yet also extremely efficient and productive. Made the best use of my time as well as the client's time. Everything moved very quickly and seamlessly. So overall, extremely efficient and productive.
Awesome, that's great. I think smooth communication does make all the difference. So thank you so much for sharing that. But I'm curious, have you worked with any recruitment agencies in the past before working with Kapital?
Yes, I have. I've worked with a number of other agencies in the past. My experience with some of the other agencies that I've worked with, in contrast to Kapital, some of the other agencies can be very robotic, especially nowadays, in terms of responses, in terms of needs, needs from the client side, needs from the applicant side as well, and very impersonal and slow. And Kapital is none of those things from my experience, and I was really extremely pleased. And it really it makes Kapital stand out from their peers and competitors in the market. Absolutely.
That's so great to hear. Thank you so much for that insight. Looking back to when you first started working with your Kapital recruiter, how was the first impression like?
Yeah, first impression was that Kapital really understands the market better than any of the other agencies that I've worked with in the past. There's a lot of things, assumptions that are made in this process that Kapital knew all of those assumptions. I didn't have to articulate those. They knew the client's assumptions. So I really was plug and play from an initial experience. It was just plug and play. That's the best way I can describe it. And really pleasant experience.
Awesome. So this one is a fun question. If you could describe your overall experience at Kapital in just 3 words, what would they be?
Oh, that would be easily professionalism, courteous, and responsive. Definitely, those would be the 3 words that come out in my mind, which again isn't something you see frequently nowadays. It's a tough market. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of churn. So these 3 words: professionalism, courteous, and responsive. These are things that Kapital integrates into their culture naturally, and it's a really, really good thing to see, and a pleasure to deal with as an applicant and a job seeker.
Those are great words. I love that. I think they capture everything that we try to create here at Kapital. But my next question is related to any feedback that you have for us. So anything we could improve or do differently next time?
Honestly, the best advice I would give to Kapital is to keep doing what you're doing because it is so disparate from the rest of the market. It was almost a shock. I don't want to say it was a shock, but it was almost a shock to have something so seamless, have an experience that was so seamless, and people who are knowledgeable, know the market, know the client, know the products that they're trying to fill needs for. So it was just an absolute pleasure, end to end, for me. And I think they should just keep doing what they're doing and keep the culture that makes it so great today, and just keep that going.
Thank you. We genuinely appreciate your honest feedback. Anything that you would like to tell us about your new responsibility? How exciting is it? How is your experience going on?
Absolutely. Yeah, the role actually ended up being a perfect fit, and again, this speaks to the skill sets of the Capital team. They knew that, right? They knew they could look at my CV, my resume, and know, hey, this is a great fit for this particular role. They knew the products, they knew the client, and it ended up being probably one of the best fits that I've ever had as a contractor for a role, just because about the professionalism and the thoroughness of the Capital team. It was just a really good match, and I've heard that from the client, both the clients as well, that they're very, very happy with the match.
That's great. We're very excited for you.
Thank you.
Finally, to wrap up, last question. Would you recommend Capital to others? And if so, why?
100%, absolutely. I actually already have recommended it to a number of my other colleagues who are seeking other opportunities as well, just because of the great experience that I had. So, without a doubt, I would recommend them. Again, from a contractor perspective, a job applicant, job seeker, you want things to move quickly and efficiently, and it takes a lot of time to, go through the interview process in some cases. So, having a team like Capital who is very efficient allows me to maximize the time that I spend applying for roles, looking for roles, finding that great fit, and that's what would cause me to recommend Capital to everybody that I know, colleagues and peers in the market.
Absolutely. It means so much to us. And wrapping up, thank you so much again for taking out time and sharing your honest feedback with us. Your friends
My
at Capital
pleasure.
will always be cheering for you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much
Arden.
for this.